All right, guys. Thanks for jumping on the call tonight. I see Stephanie. She's upside down, though. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. I'm glad to see all these beautiful faces. Hi, Erin. Erin, you need to come over and hang out with me sometime again. There's another Erin. Hey. All right. So, hi, Brent. Long time no talk. Look at that. He got on because I told him he doesn't get on anymore. And he was clueless on what the call was tonight. I'm like,
How you feeling, Brent?
There she goes, interrupting the call again.
You feeling okay? Hi, Fran. Hi, Laura.
Mom, okay, that's enough. I'm going to have to mute her. All right. Sorry, guys. This is what happens when your mom's on your team. All right. So we have a guest speaker talking today. We have Beth Burd. She is our Star Diamond coach that went to our new leader conference in LA. What was it, last week? Was it last week or the week before that? It's been last week, wasn't it?
It was like the 24th and 25th.
Yeah.
That last weekend?
Yeah. So she had an amazing experience, and it's really awesome because that is, it's hard to get the ability to go on trips like that. And Beth was one of those people who earned her spot, and she worked really, really hard for it. So she had a great experience, and I'm excited for her to give us some takeaways. Before she starts talking, I just want to congratulate those who were at Success Club and finished off strong last month. It was the Cup Challenge month. I know that it kind of puts pressure on everyone, but you guys did really, really well and kicked butt. And I was so excited to see a couple coaches that have never even hit Success Club before. Two of my own personally sponsored, Rayanne Reed, and well, she has hit Success Club 5, but she's never hit 10 before, and she hit 12. So I was really proud of her. And then Sherry Shirley also has never hit Success Club before, and she has been with me since I first started working 4 years ago. So it was like really, really awesome to see that. So, and then Ashley Roberts, I'm looking at you right there. She was one of our top Success Club point earners at 20, along with Caitlin Hawley. And the list goes on and on. So I just want to congratulate you guys on giving it a really good month. And FYI, you can do that again this month. Can totally happen. It's only the 6th. You have a lot of time. So if you're willing to put in the work, you're going to get the results in return. And then I just want you guys to know something. Personal development is so darn important. And I'm sure they talked about that also at the New Leader Conference, but personal development is one of our vital behaviors. And I think I did 4 hours of it today alone, 4 hours. But let me just tell you how excited I am about life. I started a new training with Josh Coates, and did I put that in Forever Fit, or did I only put that in the Diamond Group, Ashley or Beth? Where did I put that?
It was in Forever Fit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm writing my post behind.
No, it's okay. You write your post. But anyways, yeah, because it wasn't Forever Fit, because I talked about how important it is to continue doing trainings and invest in your business. So I started it today, and I did 2 modules, which after this call, I need to do 4 more. But it was really, really awesome. And today was just talking about having a vision. And he made a comment that said that motivation is not real. And I'm like, what? Like, how is motivation not real? And it made so much sense, though, when he's talking about having motivation on the outside, but it's really what's within, and having that vision that is going to keep you going throughout your journey to actually help you reach their goals. And I think all of us at one point can vouch that we get really motivated and excited for like a week at a time. So like the first week of the month, we're like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And, gung-ho about doing everything. And then after the first week, when you don't reach your goal, or if you do, it kind of tapers down a little bit. And it's like, I won't do this day. And, I'll skip a day here. And I have 2 more weeks to do it. And then you start to lose that again. But like, it's so important to keep in mind what we're here for, because it's a vision, and the vision is not short term. A vision is supposed to be something that's long term, that's going to last forever. So I spent time writing down a list of what I want in life. And I'm like, I don't think I want that much out of life. That's my list. I actually do want a lot out of life. And it just got me so excited about like what I'm going to make happen. And so many of us doubt ourselves, including myself. So another thing that he did was he had us write down the voices that are trying to talk us out of things. And then how are we going to respond differently? It's just like little things like that make such a difference. It's all about like writing these things down. So I encourage you guys, again, if you didn't hear me earlier, get in a training and do something that's going to add value to yourself, your life, and your business. Because I promise you, if you have a vision and you do the things that you need to do, oh my gosh, you can see some amazing things. But please, guys, this vision is not I'm going to try this business for 30 days, 1 month, or 1 year and see how it works out. That is not what a true vision is. A vision is something that you are in this for the long run. Like, this is not a month and you're going to see how it works. That is not what we do here. So, all right, I'm done. I'm on my little rant there. Ashley just sent me a text message. How long are the modules? The first one, so I did like the first part. It was like an intro and it was only like 10 minutes. And then my module 2, talking about vision, was 32 minutes. So I didn't even see what the other ones are. I'm assuming they're probably going to be around 30 minutes. So, but totally worth it. I took down 5 pages of notes on just that one module about vision. So, can you guys tell how pumped I am about this training? Like, it's really exciting. I think I was lacking that in my life and I really needed it. So this is not just a temporary excitement though, I promise. Oh, Ashley, good. So Kayla May's also signed up for it. So we can all be each other's accountability partners and check in. Cool. All right. So Beth, does anyone have any questions before I hand it over to Beth? All right. Beth Burd, are you ready to start your part of the call?
I am.
Are you sure? Do you need me to wait until did you get your post?
Nope, I'm good. Sorry. This is like busy working mom life.
Well, sometimes we multitask. Oh, by the way, Beth is a yellow personality. So we see squirrels and we like to multitask. You're doing good though.
Okay. Hi everyone. I'm sorry. I am a yellow and I am a busy ass yellow. And my husband's out of town for a couple of days in Boston for work. So it's me. I have a 4-year-old. If you don't know me, I am one of Deidre's personally sponsored diamonds below her. But I still work full time. I've been a coach for almost 3 years now, and I still work full time. And I have a 4-year-old and a 15-month-old, and my husband is traveling for work, and he's actually like a helpful husband at home, so I miss him. And I miss like our teamwork. And I had a meeting tonight at work, and the kids and everything. So I'm just now. That's why I was like trying to get my post in. But I'm so excited to be here with you guys and just kind of tell you a little bit about my experience from leadership and some of my top takeaways. And I've really, still been trying to process everything that I learned there. You learn so much. You get so much information. And you come home and, I had my call with corporate yesterday and they're like, okay, what's your game plan? And I'm like, I don't even know. I have so much that I want my game plan to be that I just need to focus. So you have to hold it up and down. So leadership was awesome. First off, if you don't have a goal to be a 2-star this year and go to the NLC in January or February of next year, please get out your goal board right now and write it down. Olivia, honey, mommy is on a call. I need you to be really quiet, okay? So, okay, let me find you here. Use this one. This one won't dry up, okay? Okay, so, again, my husband's option. Okay. So,
I seriously feel like I'm looking at myself.
I know, it's so crazy. And I never forget how Melanie's like, it's so unprofessional to have your kids in the background. I'm like, girlfriend, listen. Anyway, so if you don't have that on your goal board, it really needs to be there because if you can't even imagine how they treat you. So they really rolled out the red carpet for this event. Everybody was there. So obviously Carl Deichler, You know, we met him when we went on our tour of corporate. Jeff Hill, Michael Neiman. They had the compliance guy. I don't remember what his name is. Doug Moss obviously was there. What's his name?
John Galfin.
Jonathan Galfin, Kim Carver. Like all of them were there, and you know, they weren't just there to speak. They were there to like talk to us afterwards and mingle with us and get our opinions on things and ask for our feedback. And you really felt like you actually had a voice in the company. And you sit there and you're like, if this is how they treat 2-stars, people that reached 2-star last year, how I can imagine how they treat the elite and the top 10 at those other kind of, it really makes you want to be, you know, somebody that's recognized in the company, because they really do totally, you know, roll out the red carpet for you. And, you know, we got all kinds of swag and all kinds of free stuff. They actually fed us. I don't know. We always joke when we go to events for Beachbody that you better bring a kind bar and a shake sample, because you are seriously not getting fed and you will starve. But they fed you. They gave us breakfast, lunch, dinner, and wine. So it was perfect. It was my kind of event. And, but, you know, I loved hearing the speakers. We had a day and a half of training, and I took a ton of notes. They gave us this nice little thing, and there was a ton of takeaways. But more so than even what you hear from the speakers was the mingling afterwards with coaches that you've never met before, that aren't in the organization, that aren't on Forever Fit, aren't on the dream team, that aren't, you know, part of any, you know, of your mastermind groups or anything. So they really, you know, you got to sit around, and even you got to talk to people that were on the dream team that you see on calls that you've never met before. But you got to hear, because I mean, at these kind of events, like, they can't, you know, they're not going to talk to you about volume and where to place people and stuff like that. But when you get with other coaches at your level and they start telling you how they're running their business and they're giving you their inside tips and you're sharing, you're all kind of masterminding together, that's like where the magic really happens. And that's where I really had a lot of great takeaways and a lot of things that I want to implement in my business, and a lot of fire lit under my butt, because when you stand there and, you know, nobody was bragging about income, but when you start talking and income comes up and you find out what people at your level are making and the potential for them, you're like, okay, well, she is at the exact same rank as I am, and she is making 50% more than me. Then you have to know, you know, okay, I can be there. Like it's not looking at a 15-star and saying, wow, they're making a ton of money. It's looking at somebody at your exact same rank and talking to them and seeing what they do and how they are able to build this business with kids and with full-time jobs and how they're structuring it and being busy. But that's when you really start to think, okay, then, you know, this is legit. There's a business to be built here. And I wanted to share with you guys just like one of my major top takeaways. I had a couple, but the one was from Jeff Hill. Yes. I will, if it'll make you be quiet for 5 minutes. Another Oreo, and I'm like, I don't even care right now. And his whole thing was about like developing a leadership mindset. And one of the things that he said to us was, you know, we all have these start doing lists, right? Who here makes a list like every week for their business, and they sit there and they're like, I'm going to do this week, and I'm going to do this week, right? I'm going to implement this. We all do that, right? How many of you have a stop doing list? Does anybody have a stop doing list? A list of things they're going to stop doing in their business that aren't driving their business forward, that aren't making them money, that are maybe even holding their business back? No, nobody does. Nobody has a stop doing list. I now have a stop doing list. And I can tell you one of the main things I need to stop doing is procrastinating. I'm one of those people, and I don't know if there's anybody else on here that feels the same way, but I'm one of those people that I'm like, it's only the 7th. I have until the 31st to hit Success Club. I don't need to work on Success Club right now. I can hit Success Club in the last 3 days of the month, because trust me, ask Deidre, I pretty much do it every single month. So I procrastinate, and I think to myself, I'll invite tomorrow. I'll post tomorrow. I'll run a free group tomorrow, because I know that I have tomorrow. And I have procrastinated so much in my business that if I would follow more of what I should be doing daily, and this is just me being honest, I know I could be a lot further along. And these girls that I'm talking to when we're masterminding, they're not procrastinating in their business. They are doing what they should be all the time. And you can see that from their income, from their businesses, from their total number of downline coaches, from everything that they have going on in their own business. You can see that they are not procrastinating. And that's one thing I had to put at the top of my stop doing list. And I'm busy. I'm not procrastinating because I just don't feel like doing it. I'm procrastinating because I haven't made Beachbody enough of a priority in my life. Like, and it's funny because like when we're talking to her, she's like, oh, I work until 2 a.m. I'm like, no, that ain't happening here. I like my sleep. I'm in bed at 9:30. There's no way I'm staying up till 2 a.m. working. And she's like, oh, and then, I get up at 5 a.m. Well, nope. I don't get up till 7, and it's like, you have to sit and look and you're like, well, do I really, then I can't expect to be where she is if I don't want to do the same thing she's doing to get there. So the stop doing list to me was huge. I need to, there's a lot of things that aren't moving my business forward that I do, that I need to stop doing. So that was like a number one takeaway for me. So I urge you all to sit and think, like, do I procrastinate too much? Are there things that I'm doing that aren't probably good for my business? Another thing that stuck out to me, how many of us have downline coaches? How many people have like actually working coaches underneath you? A lot of you have some working coaches underneath you. How many of you sit and you maybe talk to your success partner, or you talk to your upline, or you talk to whoever, and you're like, I wish my coach was doing this. I wish my coach was doing this. I wish my coach was doing this, right? Everybody has these coaches underneath them that they say, why aren't they signing 10 coaches a month? Why aren't they hitting Success Club 20? Why aren't they doing this? Where is my rock star? And one of the things that Michael Folson said in her speech was, be the coach. Here's how she said it. Be the coach you want in your downline. Are you the coach that you sit and want in your downline? Are you that coach? I'm not the coach I want in my downline. I know I'm not. I hate when my coaches wait till the last 3 days of the month to hit Success Club, but here's me right along with them. I'm pushing for it too, girlfriend. I know how you feel. I'm right there with you. And that is me every single month. And I know that Deidre, she knows I'll hit it. That's one thing. She does know that I'm a Success Club 5 All-Star legend. I haven't missed it in 24 months. So she knows I'm going to pull through. But I'm sure she hates sitting there going, well, here's Beth, still not a Success Club on the 30th of the month. And so, look at your downline and say, am I that coach? Am I the coach that is a pain in the butt to my upline, or am I the coach, my upline, that I want my downline to be, right? Because guess what? What do they say about attraction marketing? You're recruiting people like you. So if I'm a procrastinator, probably recruiting all procrastinators in my downline, right? And so I need to be that coach that I want to recruit. And I love my team more than anything, but I think we all need to try to hit Success Club in the first 3 days of the month instead of the last 3 days of the month. So that was like, okay, yeah, she has a point here. So those were a couple of the main takeaways that I had. And you come home with this like fire under you, and you get these plans, and a lot of times, and we do this from Summit, and we do this from Super Saturdays and any other trainings we go to, and we sit and we have all these ideas, and then it's like so much that you don't know what to do first. And for me, I know what I need to do first, and that is, I need to get out my tracker, and I need to track my business every day. I need to, obviously start more connections with people and fill my pipeline. And I need to, stop procrastinating with doing the two things I just mentioned. And I will say that as long as the order that the girl just texted me and said she was ordering goes through, I will be at Success Club, and today is only the 7th. So high five to me. That's like the first time that's happened in a really long time. So I am implementing those. But you kind of just have to pick one thing and be consistent with it. I was the type of person that's like, oh my gosh, like who cares if I don't post on Facebook one day? And here's me, like right before I'm like scrambling to get a post in, because I only posted my salad dressing before I went to work, because like when I'm at work and I had the kids, I just literally didn't have a second. And it would be easy for me to say, I just don't have time today to post on Facebook. But your team is going to duplicate what you're doing. And if I want to tell my team, make sure you don't miss a day posting on Facebook, and you've got to be consistent, and I'm preaching, I have to look at myself and say, am I the coach of my downline that I want? Am I doing what I want my downline to do? And so, that was huge for me. And, just the friendships I learned there, and the friendships that I gained from that. Last night I had a mastermind call. A lot of you know Ashley Laughlin. She's talked on a lot of our calls before. She is a 2-star Livia, they need to see me. She is a 2-star, Livia, who has an amazing organization. She's in the top, 70 of the company. I think she was ranked 61 last month. And she is just an awesome organization. And just to sit and brainstorm with her and hear what she's doing and how she works things, it gives you just a lot of great ideas. And it's just a lot of brainstorming and masterminding with other people. And if you're not doing that, I know that not everybody has the opportunity to go to these events, but get a success partner or get somebody that's, in Forever Fit, and just get on a masterminding call. Get on a masterminding call with them and find out, if there's somebody in the organization that's doing really well, or that you want to know how they're doing things. Everybody in this, I'm serious. Everybody in this organization is very forthcoming with information. So you can ask them, and I'm sure they'd share. So ask to get on a call with them. Ask to, talk to them a little bit about what they're doing. So I just made Livia mad. Does anybody have any questions? I'm sorry, I talk so fast. I talk as fast as my mouth can go. That's all I have.
You make me laugh.
And I'm a yellow. I am Beth, and I'm a yellow. The reds on here are probably oh my God.
No, it's okay. Oh, that's funny.
Does anyone have any questions? Seriously, I didn't even, I had no idea how Beachbody actually treated, their top coaches until going to these leadership conferences. And it's pretty amazing, isn't it? And it's nice that they're a lot smaller, because they really do pay more attention.
Yeah, there were only 250 coaches that were at the event. So it was very small. It was very intimate. It was very, it was very nice that everything was in the hotel, in just little small ballrooms. And, it wasn't like at Summit, how you go and you sit in a huge, arena. It wasn't like that. It was just very small and intimate and very personal.
Erica.
What was the best idea you got from your brainstorming session? Well, a lot of it was, my personal struggle is when you sign up as a coach, everybody teaches you, and Deidre might not want me to say this, but everyone teaches you to invite everybody and not discriminate, and just post and know everything, and that is fine. But you get to a point where you need to start reaching your target market if you want to start building a team of people that you want. And I wasn't doing enough of that, and so I know that I need to. So last night I sat and I developed my avatar. I hadn't done that in the past. I didn't know who I was speaking to. I didn't know who I wanted. I didn't know what type of person I wanted on my team. And so last night, after my call with Ashley and another girl, Erin, who we met there, I sat and I did my avatar, and she's really cute. Her name is Annie. And she's super adorable. And so I sat and I talked about, who Annie is, what type of person is she, how old is she, how, what type of background does she have, does she have kids, is she married, where does she like to shop, what does she spend her money on, what are her goals in life. And I sat and I developed her. And now I know that when I got to get into the mindset then of posting to target that person. And so that was my main takeaway of where I need my business to go right now. And that's how I need to work my like page. And I couldn't figure out why my like page wasn't going anywhere, because I was just like kind of posting, you know how like on your personal page you can post and your friends know you and they're going to like whatever you post. Your target market on your like page isn't going to like whatever you post. They're only going to like something because they don't know you. So they're only going to like something that pertains to them. So I was like, why do I have no traction on my like page? Well, because I'm not even posting towards somebody like me. I'm just throwing posts at the wall to see if they stick. And so I know I need to do that. Let's do a call on creating your avatar. Yeah. I can show you mine real quick.
I was going to ask you if you can post Avatar Annie on the team page.
You loved Avatar Annie, didn't you?
I'm like, who is she? Like, how did you find her?
You were like,
on Pinterest.
Yeah, I'm like, you were like, where did you find that girl? I'm like, she's from Pinterest. Isn't her outfit cute? Okay, hold on. Let me just share my screen real quick. I'll share my screen and show you Avatar Annie real quick. Oh, I feel so bad I made Livy cry.
There she is.
There she is. There's Avatar Annie. Okay. So again, literally found this chick I just searched, this is what I searched on Pinterest, cool mom style, because technically I must have cool mom style. So I go on Pinterest, I search cool mom style looking for outfits. And this is seriously something, this is like what I wear. This is like skinny jeans and flats and a t-shirt. And she has like hair like me. And I told my team last night, I'm like, I envision her, Annie was probably sitting there smiling for the photographer, and then one of her kids screamed or yelled or something. So that's why she turned and looked away, because her kids were being little brats. And she was like probably smiling, but really gritting in her teeth, like, oh, I'm trying to get my picture taken. So that's Annie. And this is her profile. So I broke down her profile of, how old she is, what kind of person she is. And this is me. Your avatar is you, basically. And then about her, she's always worked multiple jobs. She doesn't love fitness. Everybody knows I don't love fitness. I hate to work out. I hate to eat clean, but hey, I like to make, I know you have to do it, and I like to help other people. No, there's not a lot of people out there who absolutely love to wake up in the morning and work out. And, I know that. And so I'm going to help those people. I'll just be the person that they complain to when they have to get up and work out like I do. So, that's her. She doesn't love fitness, but does work out because she knows she has to, because she knows that, your metabolism of when you were 17 and didn't have to do anything to be thin or fit or healthy isn't going to last forever. So she knows she needs to work out to get her energy and everything. Still loves food. She's haunted by student loan debt. And then you can see I just went on. And then the things you spend money on, that's what I spend money on. Cute kids clothes, anything from Target. Anybody that follows me knows that literally every weekend I'm at Target. I am constantly doing home improvements and DIY stuff, and I don't post hardly any of that on my like page. I could be taking those home improvements and pinning the pin and putting a blog on it and drawing so much traction back to me, because people would be looking at all of my home improvements and my DIY and home decor and everything else I post about, and really kind of focusing in on that target market. But I don't do that, because again, I procrastinate and I keep saying I'm going to do that. I'm going to pin, I'm going to work my Pinterest account, and I never do. So this is my avatar. And so now every single time I post, I need to think, what would Annie say? Would Annie like my post? And there we go. So instead of what would Dave Ramsey do, what would Annie do?
Ashley said you forgot to put likes to spend money on wine. Avatar Annie likes wine. She might have AA. You might need some AA.
So laughing last night, Ashley Lachlan was showing us her ad, and she was showing us her target market, just kind of showing us what she has for her when she's doing her ad, what she's targeting. And one of the targets were moms who drink and swear. I'm like, that's just my whole market. That's all I need. I don't even need all this other stuff. Just moms who drink and swear. It's me.
Oh, that's funny.
So I don't know, Erica, does this help? I can't see you now, or the chat bar. I don't know how I see the chat bar from here. I can post this in.
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, can you post it in the team page, and we can all make our avatars and put them below hers? Wouldn't that be a good idea?
That's a fun thing to do. I just did this in Pinterest. Pick monkey. Mm-hmm. I went on Pinterest and I found. No, don't be I don't know. Don't go find somebody you know and like make them like find somebody you don't know from like the internet, you know, like just search cute hairstyles or something and find somebody that looks like that. And then you have a necklace like that, Ashley. See, that's why we're success partners. We have the same style.
And you guys both like to wait till the last minute to hit Success Club. We were talking about that too. Ashley.
We're both yellows. Sarah said on her call this morning, that leadership group, I don't know the two yellows together would be good. And I'm like, oh, crap.
There's three of us. And then poor Sarah. But no, I want to say that you guys have gotten a lot better about hitting Success Club, though. Beth, you are not like you used to be.
Mm-mm.
Ashley, you're really not bad at that. You do hit Success Club early. But Beth, you have gotten a lot better. You have made improvements.
Yeah. I mean, but it's all about, you know, and then it goes back to, you know, you get to a point in your business where you're either going to get really frustrated because it's not moving forward because your efforts aren't matching what your goals are. And then you just quit, or you sit and you give yourself the kick in the butt that you need. And you sit, and here's another thing. Here's another takeaway from leadership. It says, people that are optimists didn't confront the brutal facts. So you can be optimist. You can say, I'm going to make this business work. I know this is just a down period. And you can be positive about the situation. You still have to confront the brutal facts of why isn't it working? Why isn't it going the way it should be? You know? And so if you're honest about the situation, the solution becomes clearer. And that was like, yeah, you're right. You know, you can sit and think, I'm the most, you know, as Beachbody coaches, that you read all this personal development and you get all these positive thoughts and you're super optimistic about everything. But are you really confronting the brutal facts of why, you know, why isn't something working? My baby's crying.
Oh, okay. Real quick. Thank you so much, Beth.
You're welcome.
That was awesome. So I love the fact that you talked about the stop doing list. I never, ever thought about doing that. So I was actually just thinking of a couple of things. Oh, something in my eye. Thinking of a couple of things for me of what I'm going to make on my stop doing list. Has anyone else thought of any? So I'm going to call people out. So for me, one of the stop doing is scrolling Facebook. I don't do it like I used to, but there are still times where I get caught up in scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And that does not impact my business whatsoever. So, Heather. Hi, Heather. Have you thought of something that you're going to put on your stop doing list?
Well, I put procrastinating and then I just put scroll Facebook.
Oh, there we go. We have a bunch of scrollers on our team.
Does anybody have anything different than procrastinating and scrolling? Let's do it that way. We can see if anybody has anything.
You don't like when I call people out?
Comparing.
Oh, that's good. Comparing, that'll get you. And seriously, comparing is like, it's not even, you can't even do that because like no one's life situation is the same. No one's business is the same. No one's circumstances are the same. So yeah, you have to stop comparing, put those blinders on and just keep looking forward. But that's awesome, Jackie. Thank you for sharing that. Anyone else want to add anything? What are they going to stop doing? Erica, I know you have something over there. Oh, making excuses.
That's a good one.
Good.
I was just going to say, like, kind of like stop procrastinating, but like eat that frog, you know, because I think inviting is one thing that I always like put off, you know, and I see the benefits of it like every time I'm consistent, but then like a week or so goes by and I'm like, oh, I don't want to.
I'm the same way. The inviting, I don't know. I think we make it harder than what it really is. It's actually really easy to do once we do it. We just have to do it early and see that payoff. I don't know. Once you do it, it's really not that hard. But we have to take action. But that was really good. That was actually one of mine too, is not wait till the last minute to recruit and to invite.
Yeah, because like I have no problem having the conversations and making them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like pulling that trigger, you know, like ripping that Band-Aid off, and I'm like struggle with.
But you know you can do it. Cool. Stop being hard on myself. I've been working on this a lot lately. Good. Stop not tracking. Need to be tracking. Yep. You got to stop not tracking. That means you got to start. It's like a double negative there. Only we would say that. All right. Anybody else want to add anything? Like, it really makes you think of the things that are holding us back from our businesses. And they're like the simplest things that we can change or, you know, take away that will make a huge difference for our growth in our business.
I really like what she said, like finding your target audience. Like not just throwing posts out there. I felt like last month, I kind of got obsessed with it. I was working really hard, and I put my heart and my soul into it, and I felt like I was chasing people, and I let it get in the way of my family time. I let it get in the way of my time with God. I let it get in time with my faith. I was staying up too late. I wasn't setting boundaries or times like, you know, what you taught us. You know, setting a time. I did a set times, but, you know, a lot of times people, oh, I can't do this time. I need to do this time. Or you call them and let's do this time. And I kept having like success club. It's in my mind. I got to do it. And so the last day, I was so excited because I had this one person who's going to be a coach, and my son was sick, and, you know, as you know, we've been sick for over a month, and that day he was really sick, and I could have been spending time with him, and he was on my lap, and I spent this time talking to this person who told me they really wanted to do it, and she was so excited, and we were on the phone for almost 2 hours, and, you know, we were having storms that day, so they were having issues with the internet, and I helped her reset her Wi-Fi, I helped her reset her computer, and she was so excited, and so we went through the whole thing, and we reset it and everything, and when it came time to the payment, and so she kept saying she was having issues, and I wasn't really understanding why she was having issues, you know, and I'm like, you know, I wasn't pressuring her. She was something you want to do? Yeah, it's something I want to do. So then when it came time, you know, okay, well, you know what, we can switch over to cell phone because you can do it through your cell phone super easy. I can walk you through it. Went through the cell phone, and then all of a sudden I didn't hear from her. And I was so excited because I had a goal in mind. I'm like, this will put me at my goal. This will put me at the bare minimum of my goal. Like, I really want to hit this, God. And in the end, she didn't even answer. She didn't come through. And a lot of times people will tell you yes when they really mean no. And all they really have to do is say, you know what, I can't, you know, or I don't want to, or maybe it's the money. And that's okay. That's fine. You know, I understand. That's why I'm very upfront. Like, it's an investment. But I felt terrible because my son was very sick and he was sleeping on my lap. And that's time I could have spent with my son. And I had this goal in mind. And I was so excited. And I sat there and I cried because it hit midnight. And I was very torn up by it because I worked so hard that month. And I talked to so many people. And I sat there and I said, God, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And he said to me, well, what you're doing wrong is, you know, you're not putting me first. You're not putting your family first. You're not being yourself. You're chasing people. Like, it'll come to you. It'll come naturally. You love fitness. You love Beachbody. You've been using these products for years. This is your heart and your soul. This is why you got into this. You know, what you said, it struck a chord with me so deep. You have to find your target audience, and it can't be this is not my make or break moment. This is my make moment. And instead of being, okay, you know, yes, you got to be positive, but you got to kick yourself in the butt. You got to figure out what you're doing wrong, and you got to say, okay, well, you know what? I'm not going to do this anymore. This is what I'm going to change and this is where I'm going to move forward. And this is why I feel like these meetings are so important, because listening to you and listening to everything you have to say, this is exactly what I needed to hear tonight. And I appreciate your time, Beth. I know you work and you have kids of your own, and we're laughing because I got 3 kids too, and they do the same thing to me all day. I yell all day, and you got it together, because I'd be like, oh my God, but you're having this meeting and you're not losing thought, and I truly appreciate you. But this is exactly what I needed to hear, because, I was literally freaking out. I was trying so hard, and the list of people that I was talking to, and I was so excited. And at the end, I felt defeated. And then I was looking at my family falling apart, and I'm like, I worked so hard, and this is all I did. And I did all this, and, God said to me, you're okay, but you got to realize something. I'm giving this to you. You don't have to do that. Listen to everything that we're teaching you, do exactly what you need to do. Take a look at everything they're telling you, and just go with it. Don't compare yourself to everybody. Just like Jackie said, don't compare yourself to somebody else's success. Somebody else might hit success, like you said, 21, and you may be at success 3, but that's okay. You're going to get there. But you got to make sure you're taking the necessary steps to get there. So thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and remember, I'm a firm believer of quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Like if you're 3 people that you're attracting, or 3 people that really need your help, that are going to be banging challengers who are going to turn into banging coaches, then that may be better than somebody's 10 that they got that didn't participate in the challenge group, that stopped using the products, that didn't renew their Shakeology. So, I always say quality, over quantity. That's just because I don't hit success come 10. It might be my excuse.
No. And keep in mind too, like Melissa, you're really just now putting yourself out there. And it's one of those things that it does take a little bit of time. So you just keep that consistency going. You're doing an awesome job. You're signing up people. You're helping people. So, that success is going to show through. I personally feel that helping whoever wants to help is what I'm called to do. But I completely agree with Beth on really finding that avatar, especially for your team. I think that's really important too, because these are going to be people you're working with for the rest of your life as a Beachbody coach. So I think I'm excited for everyone to do their avatar, because it is important to know who you're targeting and who you want, because it's hard for, someone who is not a mom to target moms. Like, you're not going to get that many people if you're going to be looking for someone that you're not. So that was an awesome point. Cool.
True.
Anyone else want to add anything before we call it a night? Cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for jumping on. Beth, thank you so much. We love you.
Thank you.
And we appreciate
You're welcome.
All right, guys.
I have to go clean for the cleaning lady now.
What's the point of having a cleaning lady?
Everybody that has a cleaning lady does it. Don't let them tell you they don't.
All right.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Good night.
Night.